Welcome to Shaq's house. Shaq's house. Outside Shaq. You're now in Shaq's
house. What's up, Shaq Housers? How y'all doing? It's your boy Shaq House here. Hope your week went well. Mama's alright. My bad for not getting back at y'all after the last She-Hulk recap. I said I would do something immediately after that, but I got sidetracked. But here we are now. Today we're going to give a mutant power explanation for another projecting gestalt. Well, actually, they're not a projecting gestalt, but they are German. Who are they? Andreas and Andreas von Strucker. Fenris.
Yes, but who are the Fenris Twins? And why are they such racist-ass niggas? As contradictory as that sounds. Well, it all starts with their father, Baron Wolfgang von Strucker. Yes, that's the same Baron Strucker that was in Captain America Winter Soldier, as well as Avengers Age of Ultron. Baron Wolfgang von Strucker was one of the highest-ranking members of the Nazi Party in Germany during World War II. Although giving Marvel's sliding timeline, that event may have shifted into something else now. But anyway, let's assume that World War II still happened within the proper Marvel universe. Alongside the likes of Heinrich Zemo, Arnim Zola, and the Red Skull, Baron Strucker was a top advisor to Adolf Hitler, and his Death's Head commandos were the opposite number of Nick Fury and his Howling Commandos. Foreseeing Hitler's inevitable fall, Baron Strucker began gathering resources during the war to establish a power base of his own. That was the early stages of the terrorist organization that eventually became known as Hydra. Yes, Hail Hydra. Them motherfuckers. For many years, however, Strucker lived in secret and isolation, hiding from the international Nazi hunters of America, Simkaria, and other countries that were tracking down escaped war criminals. But despite his tense lifestyle, the Baron still managed to find some time to father several children. The firstborn of his litter was his son, Werner, and later his twins, fraternal twins, a girl and a boy, Andrea and Andreas von Strucker. Going in line with his Aryan viewpoint, Baron Strucker had his twins genetically altered at birth or in utero so to have their natural mutations enhanced. So when their mutant powers did manifest later on in life, they were conditioned to work in tandem. And despite their father's high hopes for them, Andrea and Andreas did not live up to his expectations. Even though they were raised with and fully accepted his racist views and general feelings about Nazi superiority, they didn't have the same extreme drive that their father had in enforcing their view on others. They preferred to live like idle rich kids, traveling the globe, being spoiled brats, and occasionally throwing a few racist remarks around. But what can they do? What are the Fenris twins' abilities? Well, Andreas and Andreas von Strucker, they, like I said, they were genetically altered at birth so as to have their natural mutations enhanced. So now they're conditioned to generate bioenergy through symbiosis. So whenever they come in physical contact with one another, the twins are capable of producing energy blasts from their hands, and they each have a specific energy signature wavelength. Andrea, she projects a disintegration beam, while Andreas, he projects a force blast. At a point when Andrea died, Andreas became known as the Swordsman, and he carried a set of short daggers and two broadswords, all lined with adamantium to make them highly sharpened and durable. One of his swords acted like a projectile spike, firing off its blades on an unraveling spool of wire. And he could use this as a grappling cable or a surprise weapon. His other sword had a handle wrapped in the tanned flesh of Andrea, his sister, enabling him to channel his mutant power through the blade, firing concussive force blasts. Now the twins, they are white supremacists to the extreme, and that's what I find most interesting about them. Yeah, even though they're mutants, the fact that they're racist shows that even a discriminated minority can still harbor skin color prejudices. Yeah, it's really funny. Yeah, sort of like this meme right here. Anyway. Yeah, the Fenris twins, you've seen them in their first appearances calling Storm right here a kafir. That means nigger in South African. And when they made their first shot out of the gate as publicly known terrorists, they tried to disrupt the trial of Magneto. They tried to kill Magneto, a Jew, Gabrielle Haller, a Jewess as they called her, and Professor Xavier, all because of how they defeated and humiliated their father decades earlier. Yeah, they are white supremacists to the extreme, even though they've been seen cooperating with people outside of their race, like they do right here with this Asian guy, Matsuo. And yes, they are mutants. I know over the years that the term artificial mutants has been thrown around about them or something along those lines, but consider this. Fenris, both members are currently on Krakoa. Yeah, and the fact that they're on Krakoa, that proves that the term artificial mutants, whatever the hell that means, it's mutant enough to allow them to have citizenship on that island. Anyhow, that's what I got for today for the Fenris Twins, these racist-ass niggas. Tune in next week to see what I got in later. Bye-bye, Shack House. 1.
Mansion, apartment.
Shack house. Yes!
Yeah.